Good morning to all of you. So my name is Husna Abdul Razak, and today I'm going to present a small topic about polymer degradation and three types of polymer degradation: by ultrasonic waves, by high energy radiation, and photo degradation. So let's revise a little about polymer degradation. What is polymer degradation? We all know that it is any process or any reaction that causes a change in the physical, chemical, and mechanical properties of a polymer. So what happens in a polymer degradation? As the name suggests, the polymer degrades, the molecular weight might reduce, the chain might get broken off, or cross-linking can occur, or oxidation can occur, or any other chemical reactions can occur. So there are many types of polymer degradation. These can be broadly classified into two classes. One is based on how the polymer chain is affected or where it is affected, and the second is on the basis of the source which causes the degradation. On the basis of the how the chain is affected, it can be divided into chain and degradation or random degradation. But on the basis of source, which we mainly study, it can be divided into five main types: thermal degradation, mechanical degradation, degradation by ultrasonic waves, degradation by high energy radiation, and photo degradation. So my topic is the last three types of degradations. So let's go deep into that. So first one is the degradation by silent sound. So what is silent sound? Why does it sound so paradoxical? It sounds silent. Sound, we know, we have studied in our low classes that they are simple mechanical waves. So silent sound is nothing but the ultrasonic waves which are over to 20,000 hertz frequency, which cannot be heard by us humans, but dolphins and some other creatures can hear it. So we have all known about ultrasonic planes or aircraft or jets which take off in a normal speed, and when they overcome a little speed, it goes under a sonic boom where you hear a boom sound and then you cannot hear anything about the jet. Okay, so that's an example for silent sound. So now let's go into the polymer degradation causes. So what happens? How does ultrasonic wave affect a polymer? So ultrasonic waves, yeah, when polymer solutions are subjected to ultrasonic waves, it causes degradation. But there is one point we have to understand, that ultrasonic waves are also mechanical waves which are similar in causing mechanical degradation. That is, ultrasonic waves degradation and mechanical degradation are somewhat similar. So what happens when waves pass through the polymer solution? A localized shear gradient, that is a tear strength, is produced and the chains tear off, or it undergoes chain scission, and the polymer weight, eventually average polymer weight of the polymer will decrease. But it stops, I mean, the decrease of polymer weight stops at a certain level. So even if the polymer solution is subjected to ultrasonic waves for a long time, even if the polymer solution is subjected to ultrasonic waves for a longer time, if a point where the decrease of molecular weight is reached, it does not go beyond that. Also, another similarity to mechanical degradation is that bigger molecules are affected than smaller ones, which can be seen from this graph. So this graph shows two samples of the same polymer, but they have different average initial molecular weights. Now, next degradation is by high energy degradation. We know what are high energy radiations. High energy radiations are alpha rays, which are basically helium nuclei, beta rays, which are electrons electrons as waves, and we have gamma rays, and we have many other high energy radiations. So degradation by high energy radiation is more massive than low energy radiations like UV rays. Actually, photo degradation, which we are about to discuss, is radiation, I mean, same like degradation by low energy radiations. Now what happens when a polymer solution is subjected to high energy waves? What happens? The polymer solution undergoes a complex mix of reactions. It can undergo chain scission, or it can undergo cross-linking, or simply the bond breakage only can occur. So examples of polymers which end up in chain scission is polyisobutylene, polytetrafluoroethylene, cellulose, etc. So when a molecule undergoes chain scission, what happens? The molecular weight is reduced. Now when cross-linking occurs, what happens? It takes up the space between the molecules, and then the average molecular weight will increase from the initial one. So polymers which cause such effects are polyethylene, polypropylene, polyamides, etc. Now, another characteristic feature of degradation by high energy radiation is the release of hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane, ammonia, cyanide gas, etc. So, one example is shown here where cross-linking occurs. in the polymers like polyethylene and polystyrene, they give out hydrogen bonding, hydrogen molecules, and cause cross-linking between the chains. But polyisobutylene, it gives out methane molecule and in some cases hydrogen also, but in this example it is shown the release of methane molecules. Now, when IR spectrum of the irradiated sample was taken, it was seen that a double bond is formed and the number of methyl groups were also reduced. Now, another example is the behavior of polymethyl acrylate. It is interesting in some ways because its molecular weight decreases considerably. There is a lot of the molecular weight is decreased because many types of gases are given out, that is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, then methane gas, hydrogen gas is all given out. It undergoes polymer degradation. Yeah. Now, what is more special about this is when it is subjected to high energy radiation in a vacuum. Please note that the reaction happens in a vacuum. A yellow color will appear on the polymer solution, and then when it is irradiated with more higher energy, a reddish brown color will appear. But when if the polymer solution is kept in air, the color which was formed will go away, that is discoloration will occur. So why does the discoloration occur? This is because when the polymer degradation occurs, some free radicals will be formed. This might get trapped inside the polymer chains or the polymer mass. So when it is subjected to air, it will react off and the color will disappear. This is a reaction given here. Now next one is photodegradation. I guess photodegradation is the type of polymer degradation which we witness in daily life. So polymer degradation is a process happening to the polymers when it is exposed to UV light, and naturally the sun gives out a lot of UV light. So we can see if buckets or sometimes chapels are kept outside in the hot sun, we can see that it changes its color, it becomes yellow in color, and eventually it becomes bad, we cannot use it. So that is an example, the yellowing, and it becomes brittle also, right? So the yellowing and the embrittlement of storage of some kind of transparent plastics or colored rubber articles are due to the interaction with UV light. So this is an example of polymethyl methacrylate undergoing photodegradation by UV light. So what is special about PMMA is if the polymer is in a molten phase or in the solution molten phase especially, it gives out a large quantity of its monomers back. But if it is undergoes photodegradation solid phase, this much amount of monomer will not be given off. So it mainly follows free radical mechanism, and the subsequent reaction of the free radicals depend upon the physical state of the material. That is what I mentioned just now. That is, in molten phase it will give out more amount of the monomer. Now, it is also seen that similar kind of photodegradation is given by polyalpha methylstyrene also, that is similar to PMMA. Now, when polyethylene, that is when ethylene undergoes polymerization to give polyethylene, sometimes C double bond C or C double bond O linkage might be formed, or some impurities might be present. If such a situation arises, polyethylene is highly susceptible to photodegradation. That is, you can see in here the bond next to C double bond O. That is, I think the beta bond. In the beta position, what happens? The bond will break and two molecules will be formed. Two types of polymers will be formed. Thank you. That will be all. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.